I'm pulling this in. I moved my studio and yay, I didn't spill it. I moved my studio and we are setting up a bigger, we've got so much coming to you, so much coming to you. So today I called a pajama party. So right now, if you're like me and we're in the middle of Gemini season and we've got the sun at 24 degrees right now of Gemini. 24 degrees of Gemini is right in between two Orion grids, Bellatrix and Beltagee. And so it's like right now we've got this minute in between before we jump into a new grid where we all just came out of this Gemini. We're right here, everybody. You see this little, let me make sure. Yes, right here. See this little, see that little bitty piece of white? You see that little piece of white? That is where we are right this very second. The collective. See, whether you have Gemini or not, whether you have Gemini or not, if you are a manifesting creative being on this dimension in this bubble, then your creation in some way, whether or not you have Gemini in your chart or not, is going through Gemini. Your creation in some way is having to get from here in Taurus to over here in Cancer. And what's the third house? The third house is all about communication. So if you don't have Gemini, or if you have Gemini in your natal, but you don't have but you have it in your progressed, or you have it in your draconic, see, that makes sense, because if you have it in your draconic, then it's because in your natal you already birthed a connection in your draconic. So in your chart, you might not have a luminary. You might not have a luminary in Gemini. So think about that. In this body, then what does that mean? That means that if you don't have Gemini, what is this? Astronomy Lady Dude. And this is a Gemini masterclass, and she's on here talking about the beings that don't have Gemini. If you don't have Gemini, then that means that you're talking from here or here or here or here or here or here. You're still talking from this side of the bubble to this side of the bubble, but somehow you're getting through here whether you have it or not. Now, we left off on Elohim, talking about the Hyades, talking about the wounded angel and all of us. And this is the true nature of Gemini, because the true nature of Gemini is that it comes from Sagittarius. The true nature of Gemini, and why do the twins split? Why do we have twins? Because there's lots of different twins, isn't there? See, whenever we come out of Elohim and I'm going to push the button now, I always forget to push the timer. So we're on a time limit over here. And I want to take this opportunity right now to thank my crew. I want to take this opportunity right now, and if you're enjoying the new the new products, if you're enjoying, the new productions, this has taken not just me over here. It has taken a village. It's taken 4 years, and all my crew that helps me out on the daily and that's coming on board and sending out messages and building the channel to help build all of us, to build the brand, because we're here supporting. And there's Natalie right now. So I just want to say thank you to my crew. And if any of this is resonating to you, to come on board, we have an initiate program, and we also have investment packets that are coming out soon. If you're interested in children's programming, I mean, fashion, I mean, there's so much that we want to teach you, and so much, because this is what we've learned in the past 4 years, alchemizing this mess that was on Earth with the entire angelic light worker community. When we got activated, you're supposed to help us control and take over and clean up Earth. And we're like, what? I'm out. I'm out. I don't know what you're talking about. That message must have come from Sagittarius, and it jumped me, man. It didn't stick. No, you're talking to the wrong person. You must be talking to my white lighter. You must have come here to Earth to talk to my white lighter, because my white lighter's the angel. They're the ones who jump around and do that stuff. I'm not. That's my angel, not me. Gemini. See, when we get it, the angels and demons, angels and God and the devil, God and the devil. When you really, really start understanding human consciousness, when you really, really, really understand human consciousness, what you understand is that the devil is just cleaning red root ray stuff. And then it was energy that was just trapped down here that was made and fed into an entity. Well, how'd they do that? From the intention in Sagittarius controlling this group. There's only 3 rays over here. They're controlling 5 rays over here. 5 different races of consciousness over long periods of time, even. We're talking about periods of time. One of my earbuds just jumped out of my ear, so I don't know what that means. Now I don't even, there it is. I just found it, so I'm all over the place. But it just jumped out of my ear. So Sagittarius is running Gemini. So what am I telling you? I'm telling you that these 5 and we've only talked about Elohim, and it's the wounded angel, and it's extreme light and dark. Why? Because you're in the very beginning degrees of Gemini, and you're like going through space, and you're a firefly. And so everything reflects back to you. All these, if you're seeing any weird shadow stuff around you, especially in the past couple of days with the massive collective clearings that are going on. Why? Because all of us activated Sagittarians that have had to activate the Giza Plateau, we've had to activate it, and I want to address something really quick. I love you, Susie. I love you, Susie. Susie made a comment about my Isis over here to the left, and made a comment about praying for me because she took that as an occult symbol. Now, on this channel, and if you go back into anything that I've ever said on this channel about Egypt, I talk about Egypt as a program, and I only bring up very few characters from that program. This is a perfect example of Gemini. And Susie, thank you for bringing it up. Isis to raw consciousness, okay, to this ray of people is Mother Mary. To this ray of people, Isis. Now, I'm not talking about the other characters because, it is what it is. But Isis is Mother Mary. To these people in Bellatrix, and to these people down here in Beltagis, they're going to tell you that Isis is the mother of Yahshua. Why? Because it's the same character. So unless Mother Mary hanging on any wall means that you're Catholic, then Isis does not mean I'm an occultist. Now listen to what I'm saying. So if Mother Mary And that whole character is based off Isis, because it is. And it's all back to when Herod came after the babies. Astronomy is all in the Bible. It's just not what you think. And we just lived it. Now, how is that possible, you ask me? Because of Sagittarius and Gemini. Because what is holding over here in Sagittarius that is making these rays in Gemini are Egyptian pyramids, mummies, mummies, mummies. I'll say it again, mummies. What did that become in our world? Zombies, The Walking Dead. Why? Because we were watching it on TV and they were feeding it to us. And that's what we produced because we were watching it on TV and we feeded it to us. Why? Because the ones over here in Sagittarius they knew Peacock Productions, Murdoch, Madoc, they had all the knowledge. They had all the keys. They were getting Scorpio ready for it every 10 years. Every 10 years. Every 10 years. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Every 10 years. But see, that don't get written all of a sudden. That gets written over layers of time. Well, that whole record went wickety wickety whack. Okay? Now the collective has our own story that we have written, and we fixed everything in time by doing it. Why? Because those of us ascended ancients came back and connected we've all from the collective been cleaning up Sagittarius from the connection way out from Venus and the planets, way out. We cleaned all the sex dirty. We cleaned all the Masons. We got all the demons off the planet. We did. We did. My crew did. I don't know what crew you were on. You might have been blending them up. You might have been doing road rage, but in 2018, we were calling in the demons to get on a basket to get out of here. Why? Because nothing leaves this bubble. Energy does not leave this bubble. It don't just keep going into space and then disappear. It's not how it works. I thought that's how it worked too until I had to get the keys and activate and open the bubble. I can promise you, not just anybody can open that bubble. How do you get the keys to open that bubble? You walk through these Sagittarius 5 consciousnesses and here on earth you fold it and then you take over the ray. Now of course I did not do that all by myself. No, not by any means. Not by any means. No. Why? Because I was made from this ray right here. I was made to do it. And some of y'all were made by this ray. This is Ophiuchus 2. Some of y'all were made by this ray over here, Ophiuchus 1, which is the Giza Plateau. You came in the Giza Plateau. You didn't have the consciousness of it. You came in as it. It don't mean you're conscious. Some of y'all came in this Antarian ray. Now, see, that's a different story right there. This Antarian ray, that's a different story. This is a galactic lineup right here. Now we're dealing with Antares. Now we're dealing with pure knowledge. Pure knowledge. Pure facts of elements, of the things I even teach you, of how to turn metal into something else, how to alchemize your DNA is what I'm good at. That's what I teach you over here, is how to alchemize your DNA through everything, because I had this one. Now other people have through metals, through plants, through botanicals. I mean, up here, this is where the information comes in. But you have to bridge that. You have to bridge that. And this would be considered Archangel Uriel. I don't know if you know Dolo the Pilot Man. Dolo the Pilot Man, I'm from Antares here. And he can spit it, right? He can spit it. He can spit those truths. He can hear it. He's right there. He's tuned in. He's bridging it down here. And what's Dolo the Pilot Man doing? Boo, boo, boo. I'm telling you the truth, man. I'm telling you. But You got to bridge all the way down to that ray down in Aldebaran to bring, because look down there, it's a little hazy, right? Now I got 5 rays, 5 rays. I got 5 different rays depending on where 5 different rays coming from up here. And I got the Elohim. When you first come in the gate, you got the Elohim, black, white, light angel. Woo! That was a number. I'm out of the gate. All right. I'm out of hell. Y'all know this feeling? Come on. I know you're with me. I'm out of the matrix. I'm out of the matrix. Oh, I can sit down. Whew, I'm out of the matrix. I'm woke. I'm out of the matrix. I'm out of the matrix. Yeah, I'm woke. And then it's like everything starts going bing, 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 and you're like, and then you come yelling at me. You come yelling at me and you're like, you just activated me. Did you send demons my way? And I'm like, no, man, I swear, I didn't send no demons. What's up? Well, I'm seeing da 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 da. Well, welcome to Aldebaran. Welcome to Aldebaran. Welcome to where everybody comes as soon as they get out of hell. Well, this is like Star Wars. This is like Star Wars, the casino. And where are my star seeds who see DNA the past 2 days? Have you seen the pinheads? Have you seen the pinheads? Have you seen the beings that walk around here with the little thing that sticks out of their head? The past couple of days have been even bigger with these Gemini alignments and this Venus true node alignment, to where it's like those of us who can see those other beings, we're seeing them. Okay, we're seeing them walking around. You might not even be able to see them. We can see them. They're here because this is Aldebaran. Everybody just got out of hell. Everyone's like, whoa, where are we? The bubbles and the spheres just bust, because that's what happened. That's what happened. Like, yeah, I don't. You're in 2022, and we're really in like 2025, and we're really in like 2500 right now, and we're heading to like 5000. So just, that's what you saw, because you're in Aldebaran. You're in Archangel Michael country now. Archangel Michael, we built a big old thing. Here you are. Now you're safe. You're an Archangel Michael. Okay, and then you're there for a while in Aldebaran, because Aldebaran's cool. Don't get me wrong. Aldebaran's cool. Aldebaran's cool, cause that's where you get start masterclass. Welcome to Aldebaran. Welcome aboard this ship. Here's where you get your food. Here's where you get this. Now let's train you. Everybody, what is your specialty? Do you like to cook? Do you like to create? What do you like to do? Are you a protector? What was your background? Did you enjoy it? Were you on Earth as a soldier? Were you on Earth as a nurse? Were you on Earth as an advertising exec? Please fill out the documentations. Come on board. We're all friendly. We all love you. We're all here to heal. But we still got missions on Earth, and we're ready to join together and go back down when you're ready. So when you're ready in your ship room, push the green button, and we will have someone appear to come tell you what team you can join to come back to Earth and help the rest. Aldebaran. And then you're in Endeavoron for a while, and you're like, okay, this is cool. But after you're there for a while, and you've been the leader, and you've been this, you've been that, and what do you always want to know? What secret meeting's going on? Where did the house mother go? Why is she always going to those secret meetings? What do they do every Tuesday night? Why does she always burn those candles and clear the energy every day as soon as she wakes up in the morning? I want to know that. Yo, 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 there's a top secret meeting. There's a top secret meeting going down. There's a top secret meeting going down. Now listen. There's a top secret meeting going down. You want to be in those meetings, right? So then you start realizing, wait a minute, what's holding us up in the air up here? Like, if this isn't gravity, because hey, I took off my suit last night. They told us not to, but I'm a moo. So I took off my suit and I got it wet and I'm still floating and I didn't fall. Like, what's holding us up here? Raw. What? What? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's raw? What's on the other side of Aldebaran? In coHUE32, Aldebaran's number 5. Write it down. Aldebaran's number 5. And thank y'all for the thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. Aldebaran's number 5. Raw consciousness, which is what I changed it to. I'll tell you what it used to be called, is right on the other side, and that's number 6. Now, what's the number 5? What's the number 5 do in phonetics? I don't care what it is. I don't care what letter it stands for. I don't care if it stands for a sign. And this is even on Indians. If you go down to San Antonio, back in around my hometown, then you'll see in the river walk, they have these huge circles right around the river where it splits through the town because they're letting them know 5, change, change. 5 means change. I just told you about Aldebaran. That's the cool New Earth star thing. You know, that's where like you get your healing and you're doing your sound healing, but then you get bored. We're like, hey, this is pretty sweet setup for about 10 years, but it's like, okay, now what? Because we healed ourselves. Now we feel great. We feel amazing. Put me in, coach. Okay, you come to me first. Actually, when you say green light, woo, up there, you come to me. And you come to all of yous that are me, teachers, really Arcturians, really. You come to us. You come to us Librans. Because then we start telling you about the power source. And then you start learning about raw consciousness, because raw consciousness, if you have it or if you don't, raw consciousness is on the other side of Aldebaran, so that's 12 to 16 degrees of Gemini. And what's that on? It's on the hinge, right? If I'm going to look at this flower petal and I mark 15 degrees right here in the middle, and then I fold this sucker, right? I fold this sucker, then I'm going to have a few degrees on this side and a few degrees on that side, right? Well, what's that? A moon, a tune. Ding, 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 ding. Wait a minute, what'd you say? A moon, a tune, the moon and the sun, literally. And all gods and deities that they have ever that humans and monkeys and Arcturians and Antarians and Buddha, even him, all even Christ, all of those, all of them were hooked into this original, what you'd call a deity line that came from right here. Well, where did it really come from? Right there. You see that missing gap? You see that gap? That's where it really originally came from. You know why? It's how it's made. That force and these connections in this bubble after a million years, that light and dark power, over millions and millions of years, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, boom, 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 boom. How do I control this? It's down here on Earth now. Okay, guys, we made connection. I got the source. It's here. It's here. We can't make it stop. We can't turn it off. What do we do? What do we do? Split it in two. Light, dark. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Light, dark. Boom. Okay. Whoa. That's better. Whew. Man. Light, dark. Okay, we got that, everybody? Light, dark. Light, dark. Literally. Okay? Ra, deities, pyramids. Pyramid was formed to get the. Okay, now what do we do? Well, now we got to drum up this. We got to drum up this dark to create this light to like make something so that we can control the fusion, so we can make electricity, so we can make an impact. So I don't care how you're going to control it. You can call it science. You can call it code. You can call it technology. You can call it spells. You can call it whatever you want. But what it is taking a lower energy and a higher consciousness, or a lower frequency and a higher frequency, and creating a combustion that you can control. Now we come to covens, black witches, all that craziness that came after the fact, because then once that source was controlled, then once somebody did it once, guess what? You're in Gemini. You're on Earth. Here's rule number one that you didn't think you knew. You thought you knew everything. Guess what? Everybody knows. Once it's done once, it's not a secret. Everybody knows. Once it's done once, it's not a secret. Everybody knows. If you're in that line, why? Because you just use their source power. So if your power's coming from here, and there's not, I mean, and look, there's only, when you're connected into these, you feel it. Everybody on Earth feel it. Whenever somebody's in my energy now, I feel it. In 2018, when I activated, before I even knew what the heck balls I was really doing, whenever somebody started doing wicked spells, it was like that's what I, in my consciousness, would see. I got drawn to New Orleans one time, and it was in my consciousness. I didn't have to physically go there yet. See, Gemini, I did it in my consciousness, and then I was in New Orleans 3 or 4 times the next couple of years, because that's how it works. Because I rode the ray from Sagittarius, so I come down here. It happens in my consciousness first. It's going to hit Aldebaran. The plans are going to be made. Then raw energy is going to be, because I'm attached to this. Me personally, in my natal, I'm attached to this one way over here, right? In my draconic, I'm right here. In my draconic, I'm this whole thing. I'm all Sagittarius. In my natal, I'm all Libra. Okay? And that's how I was able to go through all these gates and explain it, because I've got 6 planets in one house. You might have that too. You might not. No matter. It's just that those of us who did had a jumping stone on each one that we had to clear physically so that we could build the bridge through it, especially in Gemini. Because Gemini runs all collective programming. There's 5 groups of consciousness down here: the Elohim, O negative fallen angels, the New Earther people, the ones that are stuck in the Indian, Kabbalah, Zorah, right? The quantum energy people that in Bellatrix that are running it, that were running it all by quantum codes and 232 and Elon Musk and Trump and Illuminati and C Street and da 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 and propaganda codes, collective propaganda codes, manipulation of collective propaganda codes, Bellatrix number 7 on the other side of Ra, you see? Or the final one, which is the death of this one, which I'm so grateful for, is the Beltagese Beetlejuice, right as Johnny Depp's coming out in his famous trial of Bellatrix number 7. Hit Bellatrix number 7 on a galactic TV. Johnny Depp, Amber Heard. Who is in the wrong? Who is in the right? Amber Heard, what were you doing? You were running a collective quantum energy scram with Elon Musk from Bellatrix number 7. It was complete run from where? Sagittarius and Taurus. Yes, it was. It was a galactic takeover. Amber Heard was walking a mimic 100% from Texas. Johnny Depp. Oh crap. We haven't talked about him. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. It ain't over yet for Johnny. He just signed up for Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. And that's going to take us back to 19s. Everybody's underground. How big is your gun? Women are walking around. The women can't work. They're submissive. Men are the powerhouse. Pirates of the Caribbean. He's been doing the story the whole time. Now, I'm not saying Johnny's a bad guy, right? But we shouldn't be making Beetlejuice anymore. See, but Johnny's Sagittarius, Johnny's marketing team knows exactly what they're doing. Because I'll tell you what I'd have Johnny doing, making Bellatrix movie right now about the 33 and the 44, so that all y'all knew about it. But see, we'd be teaching him how to do the money and spin it, and how to make things happen. And somebody found out that he was changing timelines, doing little transactions like I did and my crew did. If y'all know what I'm talking about, wink, wink. You know why? Because I'm in the same consciousness as his management. I know what they're doing to get all the ants to make him energy. So that and then all the ants that are going, Johnny Depp, ever heard? Johnny Depp, ever heard? Well, you don't even know what those names really stand for over here. If you did, you wouldn't say them. Goldfish, pizza, ice cream, because these guys over here had that. That's what they every time the collective says Amber, we want it to send the ascended $1,000. Every time the collective says Amber Heard, send the ascended collective $1,000. Every time the collective says Amber Heard, send the collective $1,000. I don't care where it comes from, whose pocket it comes from. It'll come from where it needs to, and whoever needs to pay it, because the universe will take care of that. But every time the collective says the name Amber Heard, you have to send the ascended $1,000. And so it is. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Gemini, using the raw. Using it raw. Down here. That's such a mess. Let's alchemize it. That's a power punch. You know why? I know it is. See, I go after the deepest, darkest stuff because whenever you undo it, it creates the biggest light blast. Bah! And you get it at the root, and it's undone. For everybody in Bellatrix and Beltages, too. Because everybody in Gemini we were split apart. We were in some points working shadow. What I'm telling you is that your twin might have been in Beltages and you were in the Elohim, and all that's been happening is your stuff has been manipulated with magic back and forth for centuries because you didn't know that how Sagittarius worked. And there wasn't another Sagittarius group for you to jump on, but now there is. It's called coHUE32. And it's also, we're just here teaching you. We're just here teaching you. It's already going on. It's been going on for 4 years. It's how this planet's still here. It's how we're changing everything. Welcome to Aldebaran. How do you think we created it? Different pockets of us, 5 different energies, different pockets of him, each one incredible. And don't get me wrong, Musky Musk, he did his part, but he's supposed to take the parachute. He hadn't done that yet. He needs to cut the lines from these puppeteers and come on board with the collective, and we will happily help him. But until he does that, he's not one of us, right? Now, we don't think everything that he says is a lie either. We don't think everything that he's doing is because in some way the whole thing's a mimic. Now I know the whole Musk story really up close and personal, which is interesting why this is coming up with 220 right here left. And I take back Austin, Texas. And I stand with all my Texans, and let me tell you, Texans, I don't know why this is coming in right here, Gemini. You be proud to be from Texas, and let me tell you, over here in California and in this Sagittarius world, you'd be surprised to know how many of those mimics were formed from those of us from Texas. You'd be real surprised. See, this is Meek inherit the earth stuff. This is the end of Masonic rule. This is end of their playbook. Now we're going to find out who's been making them all the money down here. And it's not the family lines that have the money right now. No, 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 no. It's the family lines that all of us come from that we've been cleaning down here. And that's why we did it. So a change is a coming. And I'm ending this, I'm going to end this right now, and I'm going to talk about Angel 99 again. Where's my paper? This is Angel 99. This is Angel 99. Now this is, and I've got a little bit of a, let me see if I can, I'm getting a, that looks really cool though. Look at that reflection. I'm just going to let y'all trip out on that a minute. I don't know what we're seeing. I'm telling y'all, Angel 99 is a trip. Now, Katie Collins is an artist that is the collab artist for coHUE32 this month, and she's traveled all over, but right now she's here in Los Angeles, California, and she's partnering with us to do a few different things, and she is an incredible starseed. Her and I call her D King. They're my aunties, and D King, special thanks, because she's man, without D King these productions wouldn't be possible, and so much more wouldn't be possible. You're going to meet and learn about my crew as we keep going on this journey. Many of them are going to be in front of you giving you information. So angel number 99 was a painting, and this, and Katie does sketches, and she also does commissioned paintings, and this painting is for sale. Okay, this painting is for sale now, but it's really big and it's valuable. So we've got this little mimic of it in the studio. Now Katie is a starseed, and let me tell you, this is another thing about Gemini, because once you figure out in Gemini why we want to know what energy you're in, is because it's also how you create here on Earth. Now, Katie's a mega star seed, so this when she draws people, they imprint in this reality. So we meet Katie's sketches all the time, all the time, all the time. And it freaking is nuts because she'll draw them. In fact, Anthony reached out for a cipher. She sketched you, and she also sketches twins. I know she does. I know she does. I know she's sketching your twins. We're fixing to prove it over here. We'll see. But Angel number 99 was a commissioned work, and she's taken on a life of her own because she really has become part of the crew. And angel number 99 is a protector. She's guarding the purity, she's guarding the innocence, and she's in the room that I stay in. And actually, this robe that I'm wearing on pajama party night, because I was just so tired I couldn't even do it, because we've been battling Gemini all week. You don't even want to know what my crew's been dealing with. We can talk about that later. But we've been dealing with our own little, getting rid of some last minute residue from this full moon, from what I just all talked about. And this robe covers her up because she's so powerful. Man, I only send out angel number 99 when we have something, and we did. And angel number 99 showed up with one of my crew, and we were doing the final clearing. We reached our final tone, and we had some of our younger initiates there, and it was a land clearing that needed to happen, that was their clearing, but they got in a little bit of trouble and they needed the backup, and we were there ready to go, Johnny on the spot. And it was always planned that way to begin with, because in Gemini too, you know, if you have Gemini energy, realize that you're connected in with them. If you know, they know, and you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, then they don't know. As soon as you know, they know. This is why we're really good at not knowing. That's why don't ever get mad at us. We really don't know what's going on. Like, it all just happens. The codes come out. The codes come out of us. The whole thing will change because you just ordered a clearing and then you just saw the craziness that came out because we cleared it, and then you look at us because the truck's upside down and you're like, what'd you do? And I'm like, evidently in another timeline somebody flipped the truck, man. I didn't do nothing. I just said it straight. Now let's keep walking. Now I know what to do with it, because now we blew it up and I've mastered a little bit of that. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit of that raw energy from the last 4 years. Angel number 99 and Archangel, whatever intentions you put in, these energies take life. So I'm going to read you Angel number 99, and I'm going to say good night on Masterclass number 2. And we'll be back more next week to talk some more about Gemini, because I know this one was a little bit more about the powers and the gifts, and the power sources, because that's the point. In Gemini, though, it's all thought, it's all communication, it's all intention. Gemini is all intention. A white lighter, a dark lighter, a white twin, a dark twin. How did that originally happen? I just told you. The whole point in Sagittarius is putting it back together and having us work together, or to give intention to beings and creations like angel number 99, so that she can help you. And if angel number 99 visits you, please, please, please write it below, because we've already had one. So here's angel number 99. And if you're interested in purchasing her, please let us know. Angel number 99 shepherds the matriarchal triune in her celestial starring role as the divine mother and protector of purity and innocence of the unseen. Her sublime serenity is a reflection of the pearls of wisdom she wears around her neck and upon her crown. The artist weaves an etheric bond throughout the image with the regal purple ribbon, thus spiritually entwining angel number 9 and her 2 angelic seeds as they travel through time together. Nestled with the embrace of angel number 99's watchful wings are a joyful baby and a smiling young girl, both in pearl dresses, speaking to the purity and the innocence of youth. The newly born baby represents fresh new beginnings and a sense of joy and wonder at the prospect of growing and learning and maturing into her highest potential. The young girl's charming countenance reveals how much she has benefited from the guidance and protection of her multidimensional mother guardian, and her trusting demeanor indicates that she has no need to see who has her back. She knows. The Holy Trinity, represented within the fine painting, serves to remind us of the unseen realms of light where angels reside, and connections with the divine is real. The triune also serves to remind us how divinely powerful the frequency of 3 is, as it collectively expands this frequency 33 times to create the power we feel emanating from our angel 99. Like her, angel seed, angel number 99 gives us the assurance that we are not alone in these earthly realms, and the promise that we can find a piece of ourselves in every angel, depending on the angle. I just got chills because I took about 4 or 5 forms of Gemini and Sagittarius right there to tell you about angel number 99. And so I ask angel number 99 to guide and guard all my listeners and all my Hueys and everyone who colors in the books and everyone that I have touched with my healing. I ask angel number 99 to follow you and to help you and to send me messages and to tell me how I can help you. And let angel number 99 appear to you. And when you see her, remember, she came from the hue. in the new Sagittarius. See you tomorrow. There'll be an upload video tomorrow, most likely. You won't be seeing me. You'll be seeing an uploaded video of one of my crew, and most likely Samson's debut. You'll understand tomorrow, Gemini. Bye.